Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show NFL Wildcard Weekend. Playoffs are here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got 4 games this weekend, 4 games next weekend. We'll have the 2 games, then 2 weeks later, then we'll have a Super Bowl. Simple as that. All right, first game we have on Saturday. So we got 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. First Saturday game was the 11-5 Arizona Cardinals going into the 7-8-1 Carolina Panthers. Here's the one thing I hate about the way the playoff format is right now. You have a below 500 team. Yes, they're only half a game below 500, but still a below 500 team hosting a playoff game. Back in 2010, Seattle hosted the playoff game and won at home, 2 games under 500. You get a team like Arizona who's 11-5. You know, they have to go to Carolina. I mean, come on, really? They need to do something different with the playoff format. But anyway, here's what it is. All right. Carolina is favored by 6 at home. The points is 38. Since 1992, when playing on Saturdays versus the spread, Arizona is 9-3. Carolina is 5-2 during that time. As a road underdog of 3.5 to 7 points, Arizona is 2-1 this year and 5-3 in the last 3 years. As a home favorite of 3.5 to 7 points, Carolina is 0-2 this year and 2-2 in the last 3 years. Arizona's lost 2 straight. They're 2-3 in the last 5. Carolina's actually won 4 straight. They're 4-1 in their last 5. I hate picking a below 500 team here, but obviously they're at home. Arizona's been struggling here lately. Obviously only 2 wins in their last 5. They lost 2 straight. I am picking Carolina to win. I'm taking the 6.5. I'm taking the over on the 38. My score prediction is 26-20. Carolina wins. Next, we have the 10-6 Baltimore Ravens versus the 11-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a matchup of NFC North teams. Here it is. They faced twice this year. Week 2, Baltimore beat Pittsburgh at Baltimore 26-6. In Week 9, the Steelers won at home versus Baltimore 43-23. Pittsburgh is actually 4-1 versus Baltimore versus the spread over the last 3 years. Baltimore is 1-0 against the spread on Saturdays, playing on Saturdays in the last 3 years. Pittsburgh has not played on a Saturday in the past 3 years. As an underdog versus the spread, Baltimore is 2-2 in this last year, and they're 10-10 in the last 3 years. As a favorite over that time, Pittsburgh is 6-5 this year and 15-17 in the past 3 years. Away from Baltimore this year on the road, Baltimore is 4-4. And at home this year, Pittsburgh is 6-2. Baltimore's won 1 straight. They're 3-2 in their last 5. Pittsburgh has won 4 straight. They're 4-1 in their last 5. Based on the Week 2 meeting, the Week 9 meeting, I think this is going to be a pretty close matchup. I don't look at it being as big spread as 20-point spread like it was then in both games. With this game being at Pittsburgh, I think it's going to be a lot of the Week 9 matchup. I don't think Pittsburgh can win by 20. They could, I don't know, but I don't think. I'm predicting a 28-24 Pittsburgh win. So they'll cover the 3.5. I'm taking the over on the 47 points. So I got Carolina and Pittsburgh winning on Saturday. On Sunday, the NFL Wildcard Weekend, we had the 10-5-1 Cincinnati Bengals, So the 10-5-1 Cincinnati Bengals versus the 11-5 Indianapolis Colts. In Week 7, these teams matched up. Indy won at home 27-0. On the road this year, Cincinnati is 5-3. Indy is 6-2. As an underdog this year, with between 3.5 and 9.5 points, Cincinnati is 2-0 and 3-3 in the last 5 years. As a favorite, with the point spread between 3.5 and 9.5, with the point spread on this, Indy's favored by 3.5. Indy's actually 4-1 in the last 3 years. They're 9-2. In the last 5 games, Cincinnati is 3-2. They lost their last game. Indy is 4-1. They won their last game. The line is Indy by 3.5, and the points is 50. I'm taking Indy for the win with the 3.5 points. I'm taking the over on the overall points. I'm predicting like a 30-26 type game. I don't think Indy can shut Cincinnati out for a second time this year. I think Cincinnati will put some points up, but I still think Indy can win. So I'm predicting 30-26, Indy winning at home. Next game, we have the 11-5 Detroit Lions versus the 12-4 Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? 2 years in a row at 8-8, and this year all of a sudden they're 12-4. I mean, wow. Has Romo not turned it around, or is it because of DeMarco Murray and the running game? Is it because the defense isn't on the field as much because DeMarco Murray is taking time off the clock? What's it going to be? Dallas, like I said, favored by 7.5. The points are 49. As an underdog of 3.5 to 9.5 points this year, Detroit is 0-2. In the past 3 years, they're 2-5. As a favorite of 3.5 to 9.5 points, Dallas is 4-3 in this year and 6-8 in the past 3 years. Dallas, is 4-4 at home this year. Pardon me. And Detroit is 4-4 on the road. This game will probably be a little more than the 2 500 teams. Seems like if it was vice versa, if Detroit was at home, Dallas was on the road. Because Dallas is actually 8-0 on the road this year, and Detroit is 7-1 at home. So they're going to have to learn to win where they don't if they want to win this. I'm predicting Dallas winning 29-21. I do want to go back and mention something about that Pittsburgh game. It looks like Le'Veon Bell may be out. I still think somehow Pittsburgh and Big Ben will be able to pull that game off with him not playing. I think Ben, the experience he has, the Super Bowls he has, crunch time here in the playoffs, he'll be able to get the ball to Antonio Brown and do some sort of magic and end up winning that game. I just want to make sure I point out that Le'Veon Bell looks like probably won't be playing this week. So I'm actually taking all the home teams to win. So I got Dallas and Indy winning on Sunday, and I got Carolina and Pittsburgh winning on Saturday. All right, that will wrap up the NFL Wildcard Weekend preview. As always, thanks for watching Robert's Sports Show, and stay tuned next week for the NFL divisional games. Thanks for watching. Have a spiffy night.